We're out on a another little trip. So I'm out of Philip down there, or Phil. Don't like Philip, do you?
No, I don't. Hate that.
Sorry.
Only person that calls me that, so stuck with that. No need for that.
We're just down on a local South Hams rock mark, fishing for some rays. It's not a secret mark. I don't really want to give out directions and stuff, so it involves some ropes and whatnot to get down. It's not the nicest of places to get down, so if you haven't been down before, it's probably not. You want to go with someone you've been with before.
Don't recommend it.
Yeah, don't recommend it. So target some small eyes, hopefully. So we've heard rumours, mumblings of the fishing world. Some small eyes have been coming out, so we've come down. Phil's got a big fat launce on. I've got some large eels to go out. Got some bluey and squid. So fingers crossed something turns up. Obviously the weather's quite nice. Water's a lovely murky green. It's looking pretty good. So fingers crossed as the tide turns, we'll pick up a few fishies. Let you know how we get on. Alright, so bait of choice for the first rod. Some sand eels. So I snip the tail, snip the head. And then on here I've got a little octopus hook and a Kong hook. Like that, and then I'll flip them one way and one the other. So all I'll do is pop one on like so, push that through, leave this one down a bit, obviously my eels are still fairly frozen, so they're doing a bit of ripping, but I can sort that out with a bit of elastic. Ooh, there's one he made earlier. Yeah, so literally got one like that, one at the tail end, and then I'll whip them up. So it's quite hard to do this on rocks because there's not really any angle to do it at. Maybe try and get it on video, doesn't help. Right, so appreciate you can't really see what I'm doing. I'll show you in a second.
Leave you in charge.
There we go. Two nice fat sand eels. Hopefully Mr. Smallite comes to play. Second rod's going to go out. That'll be bluey and squid. Ooh, I'll turn that a bit. Yeah, so next rod's bluey and squid. First one's, see that, so it's a I think it's a 3-0 Kong and a 2-0 octopus Takumas. So I'll fire these out, get the bluey and squid out, and fingers crossed Mr. Raymond comes to join us. Otherwise you just get played by dogs and you waste a load of sand eels. So it's going to be one or the other. Okay, so the second bait, as I said before, it's going to be squid and bluey. So that is going on a pair of 4-0 mantas. Again, same layout, so I'm using pen or pulleys. On one side I'm going squid. Literally just pop it through again. So top hook, flip back, pop it through. So it's pretty standard ray tactic I use. Squid and bluey, pen or pulley, pair of 4-0s, do it up the channel, do it at home. Especially on a nice murky day. So we had quite a blow yesterday and the water's a lovely colour, so hopefully a bit of scent will do it good for some small eyes. But obviously, as always with the fish baits, you run the risk of straps, dogfish, etc. Phil's just gone looking for his glasses. He's dropped on the climb down. He's probably having a very unpleasant time climbing all the way back up. Yeah, so high tide's about 8, half 8, so it should just start getting dark about then. We'll have an hour of slack water and then we'll fish it back down. Oh, he's back. It's quite a big tide, 5 metre plus. So hopefully that brings some fish in and out. And then on time, squid and bluey for a small eye. So I'd show you the company we've got. I can zoom in on that. That is all flies. Can't really see them, quite small. They are everywhere, all on the rocks. The fishing is obviously slow. Found a couple of chucks. I went to wind in on one, and my knot didn't do its job and just packed up and gave up. Make a leader off a fill because I packed up light and didn't bring any spare leader. Doesn't help. Hopefully something decides to switch on as the sun goes down. Keep you posted. There you go.
Lively as a cricket.
So it begins.
Number one.
Number one dog. £1.12. Hopefully something better comes along. Best fish of the night. Look at that. Lovely little strap. Little rig destroyer there. He will be going back to the depths now. A few mackerel around. There you go. Nice little mackerel. Nothing spectacular, but there's quite a few around. So there you go. Nice fresh bait for a Raymondo later, hopefully. Keep them coming. Not doing too bad. What, we've been here not long ago, a couple of hours. Dogfish, mackerel and an eel. Just need something a bit bigger to turn up to keep us interested. There we go. Squid and bluey. If you can hear that. Right. Lovely little gurnard. It's fishing quite well. Just nothing of size yet. We'll keep them coming. So I've had a little change of bait. Try and see it. So I've gone with a nice bit of fresh mackerel. It's not as big as it looks. Probably not much difference to a finger. So I'm going to try some fresh bait. See if that helps with the raise. At the minute we're dogfish, gurnard and mackerel, snotty eels.
Millions of flies.
And millions of flies. Yeah. Hopefully some rays turn up. I'll keep you posted. There we go. Oh.
I brought that mackerel in the rock pool earlier.
Yeah.
Still in there.
Is it alive still, is it?
Yeah. Swimming around.
So these are becoming a bit of a pest tonight. As you can hear, it's going mental. So I'm going to get him off my rig before he ruins it. Another eel. I still want. Yeah. You can see it, little huss. Yeah. So you see the nasal flaps on that. People say about dogfish and huss. Huss have those two little pointy bits. Dogfish don't. And huss tend to keep their mouth open a bit more. And there you go. And little huss. So we're getting a bit of species, aren't we, Phil?
Species and
Just not the species we want. But still got time, so we'll keep going and see how we get on. There's flies everywhere. So thanks for watching my video. Obviously I'm still not out. I'm back home now. I find it easier sometimes if you're fishing into the night, just to do the end of your video at home. So obviously want the best session. It's just the reality of fishing, really. It's quite a few dogs, quite a few straps. Baits are obviously large sand eel. So I started off with one through daylight hours because the odds are a bit lower on getting a decent small eye through the day. As night time come, I put one on two sand eels, two large sand eels on a set of, if you bear me, I'll show you. It's on a set of panel pulleys of 4-0s. Essentially it's just one of these, pair of 4-0s on there, swivel black beads, shock leader wires that I had, some Ultima Powerflex, main line, Skuma fire crystal, and I was also testing out a new Skuma line there. It's a 0.31, 300 meters. It's about £16, I believe, off the top of my head. Yeah, so I'm going to go back at the weekend and give it another whirl, and hopefully a small eye comes out. Someone commented on my Chesil video about pop-up rigs. So I use pop-ups for mackerel, scad, gar, whatever. So it's a size 1 hook, size 1/0 either. It's Kuma Manta Extra, 2 poly beads to pop it up, and then there's a couple more there. So there's quite a lot of pop-up on that. The snood's about 2 foot in length into a 3-way swivel. See the top one there goes to your main line. Your bottom one there is just a little weight clip. So I normally use the like a breakaway lead with a clip down on, and then I just clip that onto that and that bit to your main line. So it's literally like a 1-hook flapper with a long snood. So if you look at that, you're fishing, I can't really give you a length, but you're almost 2 meters. So if your pop-up goes right up, goes from one hand to the other, like so. So there's your lead clip. There's your top hook and your main lines planted in the middle there. So that's my pop-up rig. Works pretty well. I normally use that if fishing's really slow in the summer months. Put a bit of mackerel, a bit of squid or a bit of sand eel, pop it up, whack it out as far as you need to. Normally you can see the mackerel and gars bobbing around, and it'll pick them up. So other than that, that's all I use for the pop-ups. Normally for clean beaches. So yeah, I'm just going to re-spool this reel that I blew up, and then this reel that I blew up, and then I've got to make a load of rigs. So as you can see in there, quite a few empty winders. So I'm just going to set about doing that, ready for the weekend to hopefully go out and get a smalleye. I'll let you know. Hopefully I'll do a better video. I'll go a bit more in depth in rigs, weights, rods and stuff like that, and go from there. Cheers for watching. Give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Cheers.